world of temptation, dependent on medication, a pill for each frustration, addicted to damnation, absorbed in misinformation, knees deep in fornication, blind to its assassination, in need of redemption and without salvation. What is the way out?
In an unknown location, an elite group of men and women gathered with a plan to identify the core purpose and bring out a solution to tackle every problem that was identified. After days of thorough investigation, the problem was identified. See, the enemy is after our youth. The devil wants to destroy our youth, send some off to loot, and others kill their fruit. But we have to get to the root cause before the devil gets to the fruit. You see, we have an identity crisis, and that's our failure to see and identify who Christ is and the root is.
As a human, you will live life in one of these tents, content or discontent. Living in either tent, you have to pay rent. But today's youth cannot afford to pay rent. Why? Because he has no job. Nothing in his life is working. The outcome being that at the end of the month, he can't give 10% of his income because everywhere is tight. So he stays home all day, cursing God from Monday to Thursday, but thank God it's Friday. As you see him dancing to a club hall, holding his bottle of alcohol, turning up in his i7 Polo, screaming YOLO, singing I'm riding solo, and yet you wonder why our standard has gotten so low. His empty brain now filled with hashtags like turn up things, club things, beach things, elegushi things, chilling things, selfie things, stupid things, forgetting about what's important like prayer things, fasting, and fellowship things with the maker of all things. I'm sure if he pictures his life's purpose, it will have a poor pose, and we, who used to be hot with passion, now lukewarm in this cold world, and slowly the fire is quenching and quenching and quenching.
But the die is cast. Let's take off our ties and suits as we step onto the track in our track suits. Be you a commoner or from noble family roots, take off your fancy shoes and put on your metaphoric boots as we go on this selfless pursuit. And the righteous begins to blaze suits and take their own routes. Do not be exasperated by ignorance or blown away by winds of different doctrine. You see, there's a common expression that Christianity is an individual race. But I say this motion, you're saved so that someone else might get saved through you. So, go on your marks, get set, and pursue the change that will usher in a better tomorrow. Life, they say, is in stages. So, for us to move to the next stage, we have to feed on Bible pages. Feel the rage taking over you.
I feel the fire. Same fire that burnt a bush without devouring it. The fire that Elijah called down, that fire is telling you and I to accelerate. So don't be scared to move. God's got our back. We are firmly rooted on the rock that never fails. So no rockers can rock us. 1,000 shall fall at our side and 10,000 by our right hand, but none shall touch us. Because he said that with long life will he satisfy us. So stand up and run. Trust God to give you the acceleration. Let go of everything and lose control. If you lose control, you have everything under control. You have to understand that having enough is not enough. So say enough is enough and throw caution to the wind. Let go of yourself and soar like an eagle. Not just any eagle, but like a super eagle with your eyes on that goal, wearing the green jersey, on the green grass, playing on the white sand. Ignore the green card and never raise the white flag, unless you're raising the green and white flag. Remember, no retreat, no surrender. We will stay here and keep going farther while crying about Father who reigns no matter the weather. I don't have to powder your chest to make up my mind. You are already one of a kind. So leave all worries behind and seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. And whatever you seek, you shall find.
So, I implore us not to rest on our oars. Push away mediocrity and pull towards Christianity. Christianity isn't a religion. It's a culture for those who want to get to the heavenly region. You see, I want us to change the status quo. Let there be a paradigm shift. If people won't come to church, then let's take the church to them. You see, the church isn't the building. It is the people in the building that makes up the church. It goes to say that the church is mobile. So let's recharge and put a call across to the world that will start a movement. This movement requires force, which is a combination of mass and acceleration. But don't be too much in a hurry, so you will not take decisions that will make you feel sorry. Pause at the right moment and accelerate at the right pace. Because in this phase of your life, you need to keep a straight face and your eye on the destination. Let us be completely original, completely ignoring the cynical, taking the gospel to the pinnacle, because it's basically biblical. We have crawled, we have walked, and now it's time to run.
So, let's get ready to run.
This is a marathon
That must be run.
with focus
endurance.
and determination.
Make no mistakes, there will be trials and tribulation all the way.
But you must be ready to go all the way.
Because if you're not going all the way,
Why go at all?
be Christian,
Be stylish.
be beautiful,
Be bold.
be creative,
Be you.
Nick.
Even if they call you odd, remember that you have to be odd to be number one.
One will chase 1,000.
And two will chase 10,000.
We are over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Really?
6.
Really? What's that? Can you see in the dark?
Oh, that's true.
We are over 20,000 youth here.
So you have no reason not to pass the fire to the rest of
The world awaits the manifestation of the sons of God.
Shall we keep them waiting?
Certainly not. So join us as we EMERGE merge to accelerate.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Drumline Emerge 2015. What an amazing display of pomp and pageantry. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the amazing race of life. I am your host today, Jay Smith, and next to me is my funny commentator. What's your name? I forgot your name again.
Rocky Fella.
Rocky Fella. Put your hands together for Rocky Fella. We're going to have an amazing race today. I'm expecting some amazing things. What are you expecting?
A whole lot of stuff is about to happen here
Yes,
today.
are they going to run? Are they going to run well?
We're going to run the race of life.
Okay. In lane 1, who do we have? We have Cynthia Okabare.
Okabare.
In lane 2, who do we have?
We have Emeka Bowles.
Lane 3, we have
Funta Price.
Lane 4, we have Tunji.
Tunji Gatlin.
Lane 5, we have
Victor Powell.
last but not least, Yusuf
Yusuf
Blake.
Blake.
Runners, are you ready? On your mark, get ready, go! And they're off, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be an amazing race.
Yes, it will
Cynthia
be.
Okabare is the first in line. She's running and she's doing well.
Yes.
Followed by Yusuf Bolt and Emeka Gatlin.
They're
Tunji
running.
has taken off.
Yes,
Will
he's
he
moving.
win his
He's
Will he
moving.
win his race for the
He's
first
moving.
time? He's
Yes.
on fire.
Yes.
He's running. He's
Yes.
not being distracted.
Yes.
He's going. Tunji's then very slow and consistent. They are running. Tunji is running. There is
He's being
something
tempted.
flashing. What is
He's
going on?
He's being tempted.
He's being distracted.
He's
He
being-
has stopped running. He's supposed to win the race. It
the
is the
love
love
of
of money.
Don't go
He
there.
has
Don't
lost
go
his
there.
position.
No.
He's trying to get
No.
Simba.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is that?
No.
We think we have lost one runner.
The love of money.
He has taken him out of the race.
Oh, yes.
But you know what?
The race still
must
goes on.
continue.
Yeah.
And then we're back in the race.
They are moving.
Who's going to win this race?
We have-
Yusuf Blake is running. He's running. He's doing
moving.
well. Fire makeup out. There's very steady running. And I think Mr. Power is speaking in tongues. He's running very slow.
He is.
I think he's concentrating. I think
Exactly.
he's praying for a breakthrough.
telling
But
you.
they are still running.
Yes.
Who is going to...
Yeah,
Future Price is getting distracted. What is going
Future
on?
Price, don't do
What is
that.
she looking at?
No,
I think
no,
it's
no.
Fame.
Don't
Fame
be
is pulling up.
distracted.
She has lost her position.
Oh my
Futon
God.
needs to come back. I always wear that Funto. Her eye is always too red.
I'm telling you.
Come back to the race,
Come
Funto.
back.
She's
Funto,
taking
no.
selfie. Paparazzi.
Oh,
She has lost her
Fame,
position.
Fame,
And
Fame.
she's stuck. She has lost out on the race.
Fame has taken her.
But you know what?
The race
must
still goes
continue.
on.
All right, well, who's going to win this race?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a tight one. Cynthia has been slow. She's been consistent.
She's
it
trying.
seems like she has the master
She's
plan.
moving.
She's doing it.
She's
she
being
might win
tempted
this race.
now.
Victor Powell, she's running. Who's going to win this race? Yusuf Blake is at the last position. But the last shall be first.
Yes.
Who knows if he's going to pull out something from his master plan? Yusuf has taken over.
Yes.
Cynthia seems to have stopped
Cynthia,
totally.
What's happened to
I
Cynthia?
think it is low self-esteem. Something is
Cynthia,
pulling her.
stop.
Is she about to quit the race?
Stop.
Low
Cynthia,
self-esteem
don't
is
sit
taking her out of this race.
Cynthia, don't sit
Cynthia
down.
is leaving.
No, don't get caught up in
Ladies
this.
and gentlemen, we have lost yet another runner.
Oh my.
But
No,
the race
sir.
must continue.
Yes.
Well, Yusuf Blake is now in the position.
still
He
moving.
might win this race again. Defending champion. He looks like he has everything together.
Yeah, moving.
He's the only one that's
He's
in
making
focus.
it.
And Ariel,
Go
who's
on,
going to
go
win this
on.
race? He's
Too
almost
sure
on the
you can
finish
make
line
it.
for his last lap. He's panting to the crowd and he's running, but he's beginning to
He's
stumble.
running.
I think he's getting distracted. What
Something is happening to
is he
him.
saying?
Something is happening to him.
Oh! Yusufu!
No, no, no.
Yusufu!
Don't go there. Don't believe
Flee
her.
from the Ganda.
It's a lie.
Hey, Jesus.
Oh
Begin
my-
to speak in tongues. He
I'm-
cannot
I'm telling you.
Yusuf! do
Yusuf.
not- Let- Yusuf.
Zip up, zip up.
Ah.
Zip
Oh,
up.
Tika.
Oh my goodness.
No battle.
He's gone.
He has lost out on the race.
Sex.
Has taken him.
Telling you,
Well,
the race still goes on.
I think Victor Power will win this race now.
I'm telling
There's
you.
nobody who's going to win this race. Ladies and gentlemen,
There's
there's
somebody in the
unknown
house.
runners. There's a
Okay.
man in white.
Yes.
He did not start the race.
He's moving.
But he seems to be giving people energy.
He's charging
He seems to
them.
be pushing people
Yes.
out the way.
Yes.
Who is this unidentified runner?
I'm telling
he seems
you.
to be energizing.
The fourth man
He
in
seems
the
to be
very front.
setting. Oh my God, love of money.
Yes.
He's talking to him.
Yes.
He's talking to him.
Yes.
First Timothy
Yes.
6:10.
He's
Breaking the
giving it.
shackle.
Yes.
Enthusiastic
Break
5:10.
it.
He's
Break.
taking the scripture. He's taking it. And he's set him free.
Yeah.
Something is happening.
Come on.
He's up on the race.
Yes.
He's back up.
He's back on his feet. He's moving. Yes. He's
Ladies and gentlemen, it's not done. It's
This
good
is
to
awesome.
Price. What's
Yes.
he going to say to her?
He's talking
There's
to
a
her.
conversation.
Yes, he's
Ezekiel
talking.
16:14.
I'm-
Joshua 6:27.
He's
You
giving it to
are
her.
telling him,
Straight.
breaking the chain. And he's
Hold
not
on.
done. He's taking this thing.
Yes.
And he's putting it on, carrying it. And he's about to set her free.
Come on,
Ladies and
she's
gentlemen,
up
it
there.
has been released.
She's been
She's
charged.
back in this race.
She's back in the
I think
race
he's
and
not
she's
done
moving.
yet. Yusufu. He's talking to Yusuf.
I'm telling you.
There's a conversation.
I'm telling
1
you.
Corinthians 6:18.
1 Thessalonians 5:22.
He's talking to him, telling him who he is. He's taking the scripture. He's setting him free.
Yes.
And he's taking it.
Strength.
Something is happening.
Strength.
Something is happening.
Strength.
And he's bound.
Yeah.
He's set free. Ladies and gentlemen,
Fushua is back
there's
in
an
the race.
energy on this track.
And he's
He's
moving.
setting people.
Yeah.
He's setting them free.
Come on.
Who's going to win this
Keep
race?
running.
Keep moving.
Keep running.
He's breaking the distraction.
Keep running.
He's not fighting yet.
We watch
Cynthia, low self-esteem.
Yes.
He's speaking words of
He's talking
life,
to her.
words of encouragement.
He's talking
You
to
are
her.
crucified with Christ.
He's speaking
No
to
longer
her.
Christ that lives,
Strength,
but
yeah.
Christ that liveth in
The
her.
same
And
spirit
he's taking it.
that raised Christ from the dead.
She's been set free. And now she's back in this race.
She's charged up.
Who is this passion?
And she's
Who
moving.
is this unknown runner?
She's moving.
Who is this king of glory?
she's moving.
What are they doing?
They're
Ladies
all
and
moving.
gentlemen, it's a dead heat now. Who's going to win this race? 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 Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Ladies and gentlemen, celebrate the King of Kings. What an amazing race.
What an amazing race.
I did not see that happening.
I'm telling you.
Did you see that happening?
I didn't see it
I
happening.
think something else is about to start.
Yes.
I think they are them wild people.
I'm telling
Do
you.
you know who they are?
They
Ladies
are
and gentlemen,
RGK.
yo, we represent God.
Who you represent? 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 Who you represent?
Hey yo, we represent God. We represent God. Hey yo, we represent.
Power enough to create or cause your turnaround today. In the blood of Jesus, no matter the depth of your issues, the power in the blood of Jesus is more than enough. So that is what? I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. What kind of power? Wonder working, supernatural. And we're in the blood of Jesus. That's why there are miracles today. I believe what you don't know.
This God I serve abides in the affairs of men. He will give you rest on every side. In the name of Jesus.
Arise and show up. Arise and show up. Emerge. Arise and show up. Arise and show up. Emerge. Arise and show up. Arise and show up. Emerge. Arise and show up. Arise and show up. Emerge. Arise and show up. Arise and show up. Emerge. Arise and show up. Arise and show up. Emerge.
Get on board and join the chariot ride on. Let no one stop you.
Get on board and join the chariot ride on. Let no one stop you.
Get on board and join the chariot ride on. Let no one stop you.
Get on board and join the chariot ride on. Let no one stop you.
I hear it clearly.
Oh.
It's a sound of victory.
Oh.
I hear it clearly.
Oh.
It's a sound of victory.
Oh.
I hear it clearly.
Oh.
It's a sound of victory.
Oh.
I hear it clearly.
Oh.
It's a sound of victory.
Oh.
And in the midst of your trouble,
Match, 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 match.
in the midst of your trouble,
Match, 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 match.
in the midst of your trouble.
Match, match,
Hey, 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 in the midst of your trouble.
match, match, match.
Come on, come on. One thing first on the heels of the other.
One thing fast on the heels of the other.
One thing first on the heels of the other.
One thing fast on the heels of
Hey,
the other.
one thing first on the heels of the other.
One thing fast on the heels of
Hey,
the other.
one thing first on the heels of the other.
One thing fast on the heels of
Hey,
the
and in the midst of
other.
your trouble.
on the storm, emerge going forward. You're unstoppable. You can't even stop beyond the sky, emerge. Yeah, you can't even stop beyond the storm, emerge going forward. You're unstoppable. You can't even stop beyond the sky, emerge. One thing fast on the heels of the other. One thing fast on the heels of the other. One thing fast on the heels of the other. One thing fast on the heels of the other. And in the midst of your trouble, in the midst of your trouble, hey, come on, say, in the midst of your trouble. Arise and show up.
Arise and show up.
Emerge. Arise and show up. Yeah.
Arise and show up.
Emerge. Arise and show up. Yeah. Arise and show up. Emerge. Arise and show up. Arise and show up. Emerge. Arise and show up. Yeah.
Arise and show up.
It's time to
Emerge.
arise and show up. It's your time.